Well, a Bloomberg exclusive for you now. Bloomberg News Supreme Court reporter Greg Stohr sitting down with Justice Stephen Breyer to talk about his new book, Making Democracy Work. When asked if the Supreme Court is pro-business or anti-business, Justice Breyer had this to say.
We don't take cases because we like business or don't like business. We don't take cases because we want to decide business cases or we want to decide union cases or we want to decide civil rights cases.
Greg Stohr now joining us with more from his exclusive interview. And Greg, you and Justice Breyer talked a good deal about whether this is a pro-business court. I mean, what else did he have to say on this front?
Carol, he said he had, I pressed him on the success rate that the Chamber of Commerce has had in recent years. In the most recent term, they won, at least in part, 13 of their 16 cases. And he said he had actually looked over time, looked back many decades, and that business, he says, always did quite well with the court, and that it's really no different today.
Hey, Greg. The biggest decision here of the court's most recent term was the Citizens United ruling, freeing companies to spend unlimited sums on political campaigns. Did he touch on that with you?
He did, Matt. He was in dissent in that case and feels very strongly that the majority got it wrong. I asked it in the context of, was it a politically driven decision? All the justices in the majority of that case were Republican-appointed justices, and the decision so far looks like it's going to help Republicans. It's the Republican outside groups who are telling us they're going to spend $300 million in this election. He said that as much as he disagreed with that decision, he would not accept it as being a political decision. He said the justices in the majority had principles that they felt strongly about, that they had espoused for years, and that was what drove them, not politics.
So he doesn't see this, Justice Breyer doesn't see this court, or the court at all, as a partisan institution.
He really doesn't, and that's really the whole point of his book. He talks about cases like Bush v. Gore, as well as some older cases. And in Bush v. Gore, he was a dissenter. He called that a self-inflicted wound. But he said in the interview that the justices in the majority, in that case, again, he thinks were not driven by politics, and that's not how justices go about deciding decisions. They look at the law. They don't think about the political impact of them.
Hey, Greg, I'm assuming you guys talked about a lot of things. Anything that kind of struck you surprising in your interview with him?
He, well, this is not surprising, but he's very happy to have a third woman on the Supreme Court. He would welcome other forms of diversity on the Supreme Court. I asked him about whether the court would benefit from somebody who had to face the voters, and he agreed that would be something that would be beneficial. But of course, there are only 9 justices, and you can't have everything on the court.
No, that's for sure. Hey, Greg, thank you so much. Bloomberg News Supreme Court reporter Greg Stohr down there in Washington.